Y'all, the country's getting out of control. Okay, that's why I got my green on, because I'm going hunting, mate. That's what I'm doing. I'm hunting for these dumpster juice Democrats that's at it again. That's what I'm doing. So let's get busy. What's going on, America? Welcome to Kevin's Corner, where I try to make some sense out of nonsense. Before we get into this video, I need y'all to do me a favor. Hit that like button, share my videos. Please make sure you subscribe. Make sure your notification buttons are turned on to all. Subscribe to my alternative channel, just in case YouTube give me the slip or something. You'll know how to find me. Don't forget to check me out with all the podcasts and follow me on Rumble in the Jungle. All the links are listed below. If you want to donate to my channel, feel free. Those links are below as well. Now, with no further ado,
welcome to my party. We're just getting
the US dollar has lost 85% of its value since the 70s when the dollar decoupled from gold. And the government seems bent on continuing the tradition. From now until after the next election, the government can print as much money as they want. And the last time they did that, inflation went up 9%. Now, there's always risk of investments and there's no guarantee of any kind. However, gold is the one asset that has proven to withstand inflation. Invest in gold with Noble Gold Investments. You'll also get a 24-karat, 1/4 ounce gold standard coin for free. Go to noblegoldinvestments.com right now. That is noblegoldinvestments.com, or simply dial 1-877-646-5347. It's the only gold company that I trust. Now, let's get to this video. On everyone, real quick, I want y'all to do me a favor. I want y'all to go ahead and text this number and then make sure you just type in MAGA so you can stay in touch with me and you can receive direct text messages from me to let you know whenever I upload a standalone video or I'm about to go live. The number is 330-974-4607. That's 330-974-4607. You do that, this way we can give YouTube a black eye when they don't feel like sending out notifications, trying to hold a brother down because he brown. Foot in my back because I'm black. Lucky I ain't into identity politics. Now let's get to this video. I'm sorry I went off on a tangent.
For draining their precious swamp. And they already know he'll crush Biden.
Yeah.
So like a pack
like a jelly bean.
Wolves, they attack. So let's impeach him.
Yeah.
Let's get tainted radical left prosecutors to charge him.
Look at
Let's conspire with Hillary and the FBI with fake stories about him. All to distract from Biden's incompetence, weakness.
Look at that. There's Creepy and his Crackhead. Creepy and the Crackhead right there. So y'all see that little clip montage of Biden barely able to walk up the steps. He can't put his jacket on. The glasses are sitting on his face like this. Jill's walking next to him, feeling completely and turned off and embarrassed. That guy. And you wonder why we are with Vladimir Putin. You wonder why. You wonder why China is running all over us right about now. Because that guy right there screams out, I'm weak. I didn't get here on my own. Somebody straight up installed me. That's what that screams out.
And money-grabbing corruption. But here's the thing. He'll never blink.
Oh, shit.
That's called having the courage of your convictions. And it's why he's our president.
Darn right.
I'm Donald J. Trump, and I approve this message.
100% proven that the Biden crime family received more than $20 million from foreign countries while Crooked Joe was vice president.
Crooked Joe.
And probably a lot more than that. That's just the money they found. Not one of Joe Biden's defenders has even attempted to explain what Joe and his family did, including his children and his grandchildren. What were they doing getting all of this money?
Now, that's a good question. See, this is the level of obvious corruption and evil that's going on. They're not even trying to tell you how Joe got the money. They're just saying he did nothing wrong. Well, then prove it by telling me, how did he get that money? That's what I want to know. You know how they normally catch drug dealers? Because the drug dealers usually don't have the discipline to remain humble and live modest. Especially back in the day, in the 80s, when crack came into the inner city and folks started dealing drugs. First thing they went out and bought a Suzuki Sidekick. Went out and bought something, threw some big behind wheels on it, threw a sound system in the back, so they're doing a concert everywhere they go as they're driving. And then at some point, they catch the eye of the police or something like that. And then they start going, hey man, how'd you get that? Oh man, I just be hustling. Well, let's see how much money you would have had to hustle to get this, and please show me the receipts. I need to know how it matched up. You can't just tell me I just got a lot of money. From where? How'd you get the money? What do you do? See, I don't want to hear nothing. I just cut grass for a living, man. I just be. No, if you're living above your means, but you don't have a source, then that's a problem. So how about you answer the question? You could put it all to bed. If you say that money came because we supplied this type of service and this and this and that. And when you see Democrats come out and try to defend Creepy and the Crackhead, they don't even go there. They just say these accusations are baseless. There's no proof linking them to that. Well, then please tell me, what job besides being a dang on politician does Joe Biden have? What business? I mean, you can shut us all up if you just show us Creepy and the Crackhead Enterprises. We produce crack. We produce creepiness. Something. We produce creepy, sleepy, sleazy, slimy, sloppy Joes. There we go. Something that I can say, here's the product. There's where the money is coming from. But no, they just buy right past that. Unbelievable. And guess who else passes it up? The news. They don't even ask. Unbelievable.
I believe we have a compromised president.
And how?
He was bribed and now he's being blackmailed. He's a Manchurian candidate. That's why Crooked Joe is letting other countries walk all over the United States. He's afraid to bring it up. He doesn't want to talk about it. He's petrified of China because they know exactly how much money has been given to him.
$1.5 billion. That's why that balloon was allowed to float over our country for about 6 days. $1.5 billion.
And they know exactly where it is. China has paid him a fortune. Just think of what China has gotten for all that money. Biden shut down my administration's initiative targeting Chinese spies in the United States.
Just like he opened up access to the border, removed all of the stuff that gave us a secure border, made Mexico have to step up, all of that stuff. They went in and unraveled that. It's like these Democrats want complete chaos. They want us to be sorry. They want to weaken our country in every area and category. So let me get this straight. Trump comes in, becomes tough on border. They come in, remove all of that stuff. Border now is blew out. Trump comes in, tough on China. They come in, China's running wild because they remove everything that was a pain in the butt to China, including Trump. You think Xi wanted that? You think Xi wanted some more Trump? Nah, not one world leader wanted a piece of him. Y'all saw what happened to Baghdadi. Died like a dog, running through that cave with those flip-flops on in that robe with his kids, screaming. That guy. How about Solomon Grundy, who got blown up? What did Iran do? Oh, we're going to retaliate. Okay, now. Go ahead if you want to. Kill one American and see what happens. Remember that? They didn't do none of that. Remember Kim Jong-un? Talking reckless, Little Rocket Man. Then Little Rocket Man decided, let's be friends. Come on over. Shake my hand. Everybody calmed the heck down under Trump. In spite of them trying to push us into war with Russia, Iran, and all of that. But now, everybody's having their way with us.
Shut it down cold. He let China off the hook for COVID. He shut down the investigation into the origins of the China virus. He did nothing as China began setting up bases in Cuba, taking over South America.
What?
And threatening Taiwan.
So you telling me that China's parked down there in Cuba? Huh? That's what you're telling me? So what we're trying to do over there in Ukraine with NATO and set up right there at Russia's border, China's doing it while we're over there playing around in Ukraine, right up under our nose. So let me get this straight. Our dumb leaders are letting China, they shouldn't even be nowhere close to this hemisphere. I mean, this whole continent should be off limits to China. Nah, man, y'all shouldn't even be able to get halfway here over the ocean. We're intercepting you. We see you coming in the relative direction. Turn that mess around and go back where you came from. You understand that? Don't make us start putting these missiles up your butts. Get y'all butts right back over there. But nope, with Joe, they're all down there having a good time in Cuba or wherever they're at. Thanks a lot, Joe.
They even took over the Panama Canal. We spent a fortune building it. Jimmy Carter's administration sold it for $1. We lost 36,000 people building the Panama Canal, and now China controls it. Russia and
just like we built this great nation, just like all of the men and women who died over in Normandy, died over in Europe fighting for this mess, all the lives lost, all of the folks who sacrificed their life during the Civil War against Democrats, All of this stuff to become the most powerful country on the planet, all being unraveled right before our eyes by these raggedy behind Democrats and globalists. Just like that. All of the hundreds of years getting to the top, and these folks are tearing it down in record-breaking time. Unreal.
China are even doing military exercises near the Aleutian Islands, right off the coast of Alaska. And Biden sits back on his hands. He does nothing. This never would have happened if I was president.
Absolutely. Darn right. That's why we got to get him back. He sits on his hands doing nothing. Like always. Spinning around. Hey, this chair spins. That's great. Where's Hunter? And his cocaine. Okay. What? China's where? Tell Chi I said hi. Unbelievable, this guy, man.
They even thought about it. I would have shut it down instantly. There's no way they would have done any of this kind of thing, including Russia invading Ukraine would have never happened. And China wouldn't even be thinking about Taiwan right now. Crooked Joe's corruption is a glaring threat to national security.
And
between the millions and millions of dollars he's gotten from China and the millions of dollars from Ukraine, Joe Biden's greed and criminality is going to get us into World War III. We're going to be in World War III with this guy.
Yeah. Or close to it. Do you understand? Day one, Trump got to come in, hit the road, run. First thing first, he got to come in, isolate, and shut down the deep state immediately. That's day one. Because we already saw, before he was even inaugurated, they were already scheming. When they were moving stuff into the White House, those folks were already coming up with their next strategy and plan. But they can't do it if they're shut down. Executive order, day one, FBI will no longer be able to operate on American soil. Unravel it, go get their fancy gadgets, put them in a fat warehouse somewhere. Go get all their surveillance and stuff, get it and shut it down, man. That's day one. We need to do that with all of those three-letter agencies that have been undermining our government all this time. Do that first, because if you don't do that, they'll figure out a way to sabotage you. All right. But then secondly, you got to come in and try to negotiate folks back into some type of civility on the globe. Now, I guarantee you Putin would love for Trump to get put in because he's like, yo, I mean, this guy don't want to, he don't want no imperialism over here. He's like, yo, man, y'all do y'all. I'm going to do us. Y'all don't be unfair to us and I won't be unfair to y'all. Most of those leaders respected Trump because they sensed that he was not a globalist. He's not an imperialist. He didn't want to come over there and replace their regime and all of that. Only time you got your butt whooped is when you start messing with Americans. That's it. All other than that, it was about trade and it was about paying your fair share and being respectful to the country. If you did that, you did well. But not our Democrats. They want to spread the gospel of liberalism.
Grossly incompetent man. Now the corrupt Biden DOJ is continuing the cover-up with the appointment of a special counsel to block further investigation.
Oh my.
It's the very same U.S. attorney who cut Hunter Biden the scandalous plea deal that was such a scam it didn't survive the barest scrutiny in court. It was done under what's called blue slip. It wasn't picked in that position by President Trump. It was picked by the Democrat senators in the state. It's called a blue slip. You'll check it out. But they picked him. I didn't pick him. This is corruption like our country has never seen before.
Yep. Trump, you're right. And this is the last shot right here. Like our country has never seen before. It's beyond their ability to disguise it. That is how corrupt. The corruption have leaked out of their pores. You know, I mean, a sociopath or somebody evil like that could only suppress it so long. If you study people long enough, what they are will eventually leak out. Their eyes will tell on them. Their feet will tell on them as their feet take them in a direction. You're like, why are you going over there? Why you keep going in there? See, like the Democrats, you know, notice they always was hanging around folks that you find out later they were busted doing nasty stuff. Why were their feet leading them towards Jeffrey Epstein all the time? What made them jump on that plane like Bill Clinton and Fowler? Why did Jeffrey Epstein feel close enough with Bill Clinton to have a full-blown painting made of him in a dress? That's my question. Why is it that you have tons of photos with all of them snuggled up with Weinstein and Epstein and all of them? Why is it that they always seem to end up in the company of perverted people, corrupt people, all of that? Because it was leaking out. Their nature was taking them straight towards that. But then their mouth was lying about, we're good people, looking out for blacks and stuff.
That is why, as soon as I am reelected,
What?
I will appoint a real special counsel, or maybe you'll call it a special prosecutor, whatever you want to call it, you can, to look at all of these bribes, kickbacks, and other crimes, as well as the shameless attempt at a cover-up. Justice will be done. The Biden crime family will be looked at. We have to get there first. We have to win the election. They're trying to step in my way at every path because the one person they don't want to run is Donald Trump. But when we get there, the Biden crime family will pay a price like other people are being forced to pay. And that price will be very, very substantial. It'll be fair, but you know what? If they're guilty, they're going to be guilty. What they are doing to justice in this country has never even been thought of before. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Trump. No wonder this fourth indictment came. No wonder. So let me get this straight. These folks are responding like an animal trapped and got a gnaw its own leg off. It's not discreet anymore. It ain't time for you to be civil when your big, fat, crusty claw has been caught in a bear trap or something. You don't have time to be talking about some, hello, you wouldn't mind to have a knife or something that I could cut my paw off with? You're going crazy. Twisting, screaming. Yeah. You're making it obvious. I'm stuck in a trap here and I'm in trouble. My life's on the line and I'm willing to do whatever I got to do to get out of this. And that's why they're stopping Trump. They're trying to stop him because they know that if he gets in office, he's going to put the pedal to the metal to him this time. Yeah, they might have got away with it the first time, but notice he's specifically saying, unlike Crooked, he let her off the hook. Now he's very clear. I'm going to come after you. That's what I'm going to do. Time to stop playing around. You guys have played around and done this too much. Y'all done ticked him off, ticked all of us off. And then you see some raggedy Republicans still walking around trying to justify all of these indictments. Trying to say Trump brought this on the Republican Party and Trump needs to be. They can go somewhere and sit on an egg, y'all. God bless you. God bless America. Don't forget to hit that like button, share my videos, find me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all those good things. And please check out Extreme Teas, my sponsor. If you like their products, please click on the link below this video. Put Kevin in a promo code. You'll get a 20% discount. If you'd like to donate to Kevin's Corner, feel free. The links are below this video. If you want to be a part of my $2 a month club, also feel free to do that. All it entails is you simply dropping $2 a month into one of those links below the video. Or if you want, you can drop a nice big fat lump sum in there to offset the stuff that we know goes on with big tech. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please subscribe. Make sure that you are still subscribed. And finally, set your notification button to all because YouTube is playing games, y'all. Now, God bless you. God bless America. See y'all next time in Kevin's Corner.